Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to part 13 towards exploring few mathematical facts of Surah Al-Kawthar, the smallest chapter of the Holy Quran. We know that the Surah Al-Kawthar is Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'atainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. This is the second slide, and here in table 1, 2, and 3, the non-abjad numbering of ayat number 1, 2, and 3 are placed. Uh, Here we see that in first table, the Arabic alphabets are shown for the first ayat, and here the used alphabets are actually placed. For example, inna a'atainaka al-kawthar. Alif is the first appearance, so its numeric value is first. Noon is the second appearance, its numeric value is 2. Then comes Ain. Ain is the third appearance, so its numeric value is 3. Likewise, up to the 10th value R, the corresponding alphabets as well as numbering are placed. For the second ayat, fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Fa is the 11th appearance. Swad is the 12th appearance. So likewise, other alphabets are actually placed, and the same explanation is also applicable for uh, uh, third ayat. Here, since this is non-abjad based analysis, so Al Hamza is actually 16th appearance in Nashani'aka huwal attar. So Hamza is actually 16th appearance in non-abjad analysis. If it is abjad based analysis, Hamza will be considered as alif, that means 1, but here it is different. The target of this analysis presentation or analysis is to focus on the name Al-Kawthar or Kawthar. Kawthar means actually abundance. Al is actually similar to the word the. It means when in Arabic language we want to specify something, we use Al. That means Al-Kawthar. That means the Kawthar, the abundance. The numeric value using these three tables of Al Kawthar is actually shown here in figure number 1. And for the word Kawthar, the numeric values of the corresponding harfs are actually shown here. For example, Lam is 7 because in this table, the first appearance, based on the first appearance, Lam is actually 7, and Ra is actually 10. Here Kawthar Tha is actually 9. So these are the explanations for selecting the respective numeric values of the corresponding harfs. Let's move to the third slide. Here we see that Surah Al-Kawthar has 3 ayats. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. So 3 ayats. Regarding the word Al-Kawthar, mind it, we are doing this analysis based on non-abjad based. As regarding the word Al-Kawthar, the digit sum is 1 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. That means these values are actually summed or totaled, and the value is 41, which is nothing but a prime number. Regarding the word Kawthar, the digit sum is actually 33. So 33 is also divisible by 3. The alphabetic position of the word Kawthar is actually 6, 8, 9, 10. So 68,910. This value is also divisible by the number 3. And mind it, Surah Al-Kawthar has 3 ayats, so 3 has a significance influence of for this calculation. In reverse order, it will be 10, 9, 8, and 6. So 10, 9, and 8, and 6. This number will be just reversed based on 10, 9, 8 and 6, and this 10,986 is also divisible by 3. So quite interesting these things are. So let's move to the next slide here. This slide actually, I have to remind you something that this slide is actually copied from the one of my previous lectures, and it is part 4, sorry. In part 4, the same lecture is shown, but the lecture is conducted based on abjad analysis, because in abjad analysis, so we have the numeric values like this, shown in table number 4. If the horof is alif, its abjad value is 1. For example, if the horof is ta, its horof is abjad value is 400. And these abjad numerals are actually known to all and established. And based on the values of this given table, the Al-Kawthar and Kawthar words are numbered like this. And these factors are actually explained in part number 4. So what we are trying to say that these are actually placed in this slide. Here, non-abjad analysis and both non-abjad analysis and abjad analysis are placed. Mind it, abjad analysis is already shown here, part number 4. But as few similarity can be shown between abjad and non-abjad case. Those things are also focused in this slide. In non-abjad based analysis, this is sum of the word al-Kawthar is 41, which is also a prime number, and 4 plus 1 also is a prime number, which is actually 5. In abjad-based analysis, the linear positioning of these numbers are, so sorry, if we sum up all the numbers, it will be 1 plus 30 plus 26, 20 after that 6, 520, 200. So these numbers, if they are totaled, then that number will be 757. And interestingly, this number is also prime. And in non-abjad case, 41 is also a prime. If we just sum the corresponding numerical values of 700, 500, 757, it will be also a prime number. And interestingly, if we just sum up these 4 and 1 for non-abjad case, it is also a prime number. And another point is that for the word Kausar and Kausar, the digit sum of these numbers 6, 8, 9, 10 is also 33, and this 33 is also divisible by 3. And for the word Kausar, based on abjad analysis, that is sum is 7 to 6, and this 7 to 6 is also divisible by 3. If we position these numbers 6, 8, 9, 8 for non-abjad analysis, one after another, the number is actually 68,910, which is also divisible by 3. And in reverse order, it will be 10, 9, 8, and 6. And this big number is also divisible by 3. And if we do the same case, considering the abjad numerals, it will be seen that the corresponding positioning of the numbers will be uh, 220, then 6, then 500, and then 200, and this value is also divisible by 3. And in reverse order, the number what we get is also divisible by 3. So a few similarities on both systems are presented in front of you here in this section. Number one, both 41 and 757 are prime numbers. Both the digit sum 33 as well as 7 to 6 are actually divisible by the number 3. Mind it, 3 comes here because the Al-Kawthar Surah has 3 ayats. Both the numbers 6 6,910. That means this number as well as this number. That means it comes from here. These numbers are also divisible by 3. If we go for the reverse number of these numbers, then we come to these numbers. And interestingly, both the numbers are divisible by 3. So quite interesting facts actually achieved by this by this presentation or numerical method. In discussion, it can be said that a beautiful, very beautiful numerical pattern exists in this surah's number if we consider both abjad case as well as non-abjad case. This thing is actually found. Beautiful numerical pattern exists in this surah's name. Therefore, selection of the surah's name is made in such a way that, and obviously, this name is actually selected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the beauty is that this surah, the selection of this surah's name is made in such a way that any change can cause mismatch in calculation. Stunning existence of primes and as well as three-based divisibility are seen in this surah's name. That means Surah Al-Kawthar. So much beauty of Quran, so much beauty in this Surah Al-Kawthar. Subhanallah. That's all, my dear brothers and sisters. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullah.